some overnight news. A driver smashes into a power pole at the intersection of Lewis and Commercial in southeast Albuquerque. The accident happened just before 10 last night. APD did not give out any details, but video shows a driver getting some sort of a sobriety test before being led away in handcuffs. PNM was called out to fix the power pole. No word on whether anyone lost power. We'll keep you posted. Here's a question for you. Would you want to know if the dog you're about to adopt has bitten two people?
A dog, police say, bit a little girl and her father in Albuquerque earlier this month, is now up for adoption.
There was a lot of people here cleaning, and I think the dog just got nervous because it wasn't used to all the commotion.
So this happened at a home in the Heights back on August 2nd. The family says Stitch, a bull mastiff mix, attacked their 8-year-old. Then when the father jumped in, Stitch bit him in the groin and badly hurt him. Lisa Stone says Stitch needs a second chance. She's the original owner. She wants him in a quieter home. And we ended up getting a few calls from people concerned with this idea. The city tells us it looks at each animal on an individual basis and does an intense interview with potential adopters. Stitch's profile does not spell out that he recently bit two people, but the city tells people who are interested in adopting dogs if they've been violent before.
I feel like personally, if I'm adopting a dog, I would like to know its history. So if it has a violent history, time over time, yes, I can see that it's a little different.
Lisa Stone's husband here, the one who got bit, is still out of work but hopes to be back soon. Her daughter was bitten on the face and has a small scar but did not need stitches. Well, this week, Rio Rancho city councilors are set to talk about a plan that could end up having animals euthanized at the shelter a lot sooner. The councilor Chuck Wilkins says it'll help save the city tens of thousands of dollars a year and help free up space for animals that need to be quarantined. The proposal includes reducing time strays would be allowed to be in the shelter from 7 days to just 3 days before being euthanized. The plan also includes raising the adoption fees to a flat rate of $100. Right now it costs $99 to adopt if the animal is not spayed or neutered and $44 if it is.
Some family members of developmentally disabled New Mexicans are suing the state. The Albuquerque Journal reports that attorneys for 8 families say a Medicaid assessment system is putting those who need services at risk. They asked a judge to stop that evaluation process, which determines what level of services people need. According to the article, the lawsuit was filed in January to restore services already lost for some and to stop the Martinez administration from continuing with changes meant to cut costs. Officials say the program for the developmentally disabled has become one of the country's most expensive. Attorneys for the state say the evaluation system does not put disabled clients at risk. The American Civil Liberties Union is suing the federal government on behalf of illegal immigrants. The ACLU says it is suing to get U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement to change its policies that quickly deport immigrants before they've been considered for asylum. The group is also considering and concerned about living conditions at the Federal Law Enforcement Training Center, including the one in Artesia, where hundreds of people are waiting for deportation. ICE says that as a matter of policy, it does not comment on pending litigation. The time right now is 5:43. Well, we have learned there could be a possible connection between the man wanted for a homicide in the metro area that sparked a huge manhunt and a chop shop found over the weekend.
Remember last week, investigators shut down a neighborhood in Taylor Ranch area where they were looking for Trinidad Gallegos. So this weekend, Gallegos told a judge he was shot 3 times and had no choice but to run from sheriff's deputies.
But for God, it doesn't say there that if they opened fire on me, that's why I was moving, that's why I'm in a wheelchair. I flee for my life.
Deputies say a blood trail led them to Gallegos hiding in a closet in a home he broke into. They also say he's connected to the death of Sergio Bickham, whose body was found in this tunnel near the Route 66 casino back in May. Well, then on Thursday, a day after the manhunt, deputies got a tip about a stolen truck they think is linked to the killing. They stumbled across it at McComas Sales near 4th and Manal. They say it's a front for a chop shop run by Jack McComas Jr. He's been arrested too. Their deputies say they learned about another suspect in a killing, Warren Esquidel, and are now looking for him.
He knows he is being sought after, and right now he is on the run, so we're trying to give him a chance to come forward and talk to us.
Well, as for Trinidad Gallegos here, he is still locked up on a $100,000 bond.
Rio Arriba County commissioners are letting Sheriff Tommy Rodella know why they think he needs to go. The feds indicted Sheriff Rodella last week for misuse of power. They say he was off duty when he roughed up a driver and lied about it. Rodella's law enforcement certification has been suspended. Some county commissioners are now sending a letter asking him to step down, saying for his bad behavior, it has cost the county hundreds of thousands of dollars in lawsuits. Commissioners signed off on this letter at a special meeting. After that meeting, things apparently got heated. They say the undersheriff told commissioners that they were under investigation and needed to make themselves available for questioning. County attorney claims the sheriff is just retaliating against them. Bernalillo County could move its offices out of downtown Albuquerque. County commissioners are expected to talk about this during today's meeting. It's not clear where the new offices will be if they decide to move, but we will, of course, keep you posted. As the state fair draws near, ads for it are splashed across the internet.
But have you noticed one of the fair's most popular characters, particularly the past couple years, Lynette the Burqueña, is missing?
Do you want a Coke? Do you want a Coke? Shut the light.
Well, Lynette has made us laugh for the past 2 years with sayings just like that, but don't expect to see Lauren Poole this year. That's her real name. The fair is going in a new direction with advertising this year, focusing on fair classics such as eating contest, bull riding, and more. So this year's state fair ad campaign asks,
how are you getting ready for this year's fair?
Lynette's pet pig, Chicaron, is still hanging around the fair, and the fair manager says, don't count Lynette out for good. This year's state fair runs September 10th through the 21st. Corn dogs. All right, are the Dodgers leaving to Duke City again? Yes, says a newspaper in Oklahoma City. The Daily Oklahoman says a group affiliated with the Dodgers is trying to buy the Oklahoma City Redhawks and make them the Dodgers' new AAA affiliate. According to multiple sources, contract negotiations are in the final stages. Isotope's general manager, John Traub, tells us he has not heard from the Dodgers and cannot comment on any speculation. He adds that we should know more about what's going on by the middle of September when Isotope's deal with the Dodgers officially runs out. If the Dodgers do leave, though, John Traub and the Isotope's owner, Ken Young, will have to look for another big league team to replace them. They say Major League Baseball guarantees Albuquerque will have a team next year.